everyone, and welcome to Dice World, the queerest Pathfinder podcast on the planet. We ask the hard questions like, what kind of manga do they read in Minkai?
Minkai manga.
So Minkai is fantasy Japan, right?
Uh-huh.
And I actually did some research into this before I asked this question, because my thesis is literally on the comic of the history of comics. Manga did exist in a very early prototype form, as early as like the 1500s.
Oh shit.
Well, that is insane.
I think I remember learning about that at some point.
Yeah, they're like scrolls, so it's not like, you know, comic book style, but it's the same. It is a very ancient ancestor of it.
That's really cool.
Because the 15th century is, you know, I think that is reasonable to put into our fantasy setting, that manga may exist in this way. What would they read? Like, what is... Because they can already do a lot of the stuff from it, right? So, like, a lot of your, like, shonen manga are just going to be stuff people do in real life.
You people have no respect for the slice of life genre and for dramas. Fuck you guys.
I was literally no, fuck you, because I was literally about to say my life reincarnated as a slime, but it's literally just slice of life, and they're actually a slime.
No, I think that one of the Russians from that one country in Avestan where Princess Anastasia, I think that they moved to Minkai, and somebody was like, I think we should write a manga about this.
And thus the isekai was born.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Russian isekai?
Would we like to play some Pathfinder?
Yes.
Okay. So, previously in Fists of the Ruby Phoenix, our three heroes, Masami Takahara, Shi Chuji, and Sanku, Witch Prince of the Sea, the members of the Radiant Winds, were selected to take part in the Ruby Phoenix tournament, a worldwide fighting tournament that brings together the best of all of Golarion. After being voted over and explained the rules and a brief sparring session, our heroes find themselves outside their base, an abandoned temple of Irori, one which they will have to clear out in order to gain their first silver feathers. 3 out of the 10 needed to graduate from Danger Island into the Ruby Phoenix tournament itself. If they fail on getting 10 within the next 3 days, then they will not continue. So, that is where we're gonna hop in. Is that okay with everyone? We good to go?
Yeah.
So, set the scene! You are indeed outside the Temple of Irori. However, you're not alone, because crawling down the side of the temple is a massive Goliath spider with yellow and purple fuzz, clicking its giant fangs together and drooling. It starts to clamber down the spider webs which are all over this temple, which Chuji disturbed when they started to try set it on fire.
Oops.
It is now coming down towards you all, hissing and roaring, as a large lump on the west wall in the webs is squirming like there's something inside of it. And everyone, straight off the bat, we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
28. Oh my god.
Y'all are seeing this in real time. This is not me using my real dice.
There's literally no way you can be lying about this. Luna, you got a nat 20 on initiative again.
For the first roll, again.
Masami is just... Sure, why not, right?
Oh, manga.
Masami Takahara, quick as ever, you jump back a foot as you see this giant spider crawling down the sides of the temple. You grit your teeth, knowing that you're going to need to dispel this giant monstrosity in order to get into your base. You have 4 actions. This thing is directly above you all. It is probably within melee range. What do you do?
I think that, well, I'm pretty sure that Masami had their sword out instead of their kama.
Okay.
So what they're going to do is... I might not have will I have enough for this? We'll see. They're going to sheath their sword, then quick draw their kama.
Okay.
And twin feints this giant fucking spider.
Okay, go for it. So what does twin feint do?
So, twin feint, you make a dazzling series of attacks with both weapons, using the first attack to throw your foe off guard against a second attack at a different angle. I make one strike with each of my 2 melee weapons, both against the same target. Target is automatically flat-footed against the second attack, and apply your multiple attack penalty to the strikes normally.
Alright, fuck yeah. Well, make it, go for it. Do your best.
Alright, so... I don't... That...
What?!
How do
Yo!
you like doing that?
I don't know, dude!
How?
I don't know!
What did you roll?
I rolled a nat 20!
This is
On
your
the
fucking
first
lucky
strike.
campaign, dude.
What is happening? Yes, that is going to be a critical success, and you are going to pull a crit card.
Wasabi's the main character right now. That's what we call this main character curse.
And is this slashing damage? Or what's the damage on your comma?
On the comma, I believe it is both slashing and piercing.
Okay, well, which one would you like to be focusing on right now?
I think slashing is the call here.
Okay, well, in that case, that is going to be Nerve Slice. Wow, wait, yeah, holy shit. So the giant spider is going to be slowed 2 for 1 round, meaning it will only get 1 action on its next turn, as basically you, I think, cut into its body real hard, and it lets out like a screech of agony, kind of purple ichor spluttering out.
Gross.
Yeah, roll me a damage real fast.
Will I be rolling the critical or just regular damage?
Critical damage. And you'll do an extra d6 because they are flat-footed, because it's a surprise attack.
I think it already counted the d6, so
It did.
yeah.
Wonderful.
That is 38 damage.
So, nice stuff. You crash in once, and you can go in again.
And this has my attack penalty, correct? Yes, yes.
Yes. But they're flat-footed against the attack.
They are flat-footed
Well, there
against
we
my
go.
attack. Well, there we go.
The dice gods give it, and the dice gods take it away. What did you roll?
I rolled on that one.
Ouch.
Unfortunately, that is going to be a critical failure. Which means that, Masami, as you are slashing into the spider, your weapon actually gets stuck, I think. And you have to spend an action on your next turn to pull it out of the giant spider.
Okay.
So you got 2, but like now one of them is in the spider.
Yay.
You do have 1 action left. All right, no.
Nope.
You sheeted. You
Sheath, quick draw, twin feint.
Yeah.
And twin
Okay.
feints too.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, Masami, that is your turn. It is now the giant enemy spider's turn. Now, thankfully, it is slowed, so it actually can't do much. So what's going to do on its turn is it's going to make a ranged web attack against you, Masami. And it's going to... It churns up a giant blast in its mouth, and it shoots at you. And that is going to be a miss. It got a 31 to hit, and your AC is 32.
Yep.
And that is its turn. Sucks to be the spider. Sanku, it is your turn. The giant spider is in a bad place, thanks to Masami, but it could be in a worse place. You have 3 actions. What do you do?
Kill the giant enemy spider. Sorry, I started thinking in terms of Pokemon types, and I was like, it's a bug type, so I should use a fire type move.
As long as you don't have grass type, you're good. Or psychic.
Dude, it's because bugs got no brain.
No brain.
I think I'm just gonna use Elemental Betrayal and then Spout.
Okay, so Sanku, you wave your staff in the air and start casting the Elemental Betrayal Hex. Your damage against this spider will be up so long as you're using water damage.
Well, good for me.
And you can now roll a Spout. So
Okay, let me.
that is going to be a failure. He rolled a 25, which is a failure against your DC. So Sanku, roll me that Spout damage. How does this look?
It's like, God, you know, in cartoons, when in a cartoon there's like a spout of water and it sends you into the air, you're like stuck on top of it as it like lifts you.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that kind of thing.
Okay, a crack of water blasts out, and it is empowered by your elemental betrayal. So roll me that damage and add 6.
Okay, so that's 20 plus the 6 damage is 26 damage.
Pretty good, okay. He is going to take that damage. The spider hisses at you all, stumbling a little bit, and Sanku, that is your turn. Lolo kind of pokes his head out of your bag, Sanku, and says, "Well done, everyone! You're doing so well!" Chuji, it is your turn.
Hi.
The spider is attacking. That weird squirming thing on the west wall is squirming faster. What do you do?
What's squirming faster?
There is a giant pulsing massive web on the west wall.
Ooh. That doesn't seem good. I think Chuji will maybe aim for that.
Okay.
Because I think even if the spider dies, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. You run up to it?
Yeah, well, first they get into a stance. They're gonna get into Stoked Flame stance. Because it's my favorite. She's going to, move over to that west wall. Chuji's gonna go over to that wall and start pummeling that, like, sack of goo?
Yeah, it's a big thing in the wall, like in the webs, and it's squirming and it's roiling. So where you're just gonna make an attack roll?
Yeah. I think Chuji's gonna do a... No, I can't do one inch punch because it's 2 actions, I only have 1. I don't do...
You can just make a regular attack roll. It's webs. Webs burn easy.
Webs do burn easy is the thing. That's a 37.
Okay, so you do destroy the webs in one quick cleave. And now I need to ask you what you think is inside.
Bunch of babies.
A bunch of babies?
Bunch of babies.
You're wrong, actually.
Oh.
I think, Chuji, you slash at the web, preparing to see a bunch of babies, and then your eyes widen as a shadow falls over you, and you hear a as a triceratops emerges from the webs.
What?
I'm sorry?
And I add it to the initiative order.
What the fuck?
A giant squirming triceratops. It's roaring, it's rolling its head around, it's clearly pretty distressed, and it is actually its turn, unfortunately. So, it is immediately going to, make a horn strike at you, Chuji. It's quite annoyed, it's very panicked. It lets out a shrill roar, and it rolls a 25 to hit against you.
No way in hell.
Okay. It is then going to charge. It is going to spend 1 action running up to the giant spider, and then in that same action, it's going to make a second attack against the spider. And that is a 25 against the spider, which is unfortunately a miss. The Triceratops tries one last time, clearly just extremely panicked by everything. And that is a 27, which is a miss. So, Shuji, you just witnessed that happen.
What the fuck?
Even Hikari, who is, keeping her distance, making sure not to get involved in the fight, you see her face, just completely shrivel up into absolute confusion, oh, shit. For reference, the spider is bigger than the Triceratops.
Yup, by 1 size.
Yeah, Masami, it is your turn. The Triceratops is next to you. It is attacking the spider, but it's also clearly panicked and may attack you. What do you do?
Oh man, if it starts attacking, this is gonna be a real pain in the ass. Alright, Masami is going to, I guess, in a way, drop her comma, because it's just lodged into the spider, and they're just like, you know what, I have another weapon, it's fine. So free action to drop, I believe.
Well, technically, it's already dropped.
Oh, well then, you know what, that's fine. Well, I guess they just dropped the other one from their other hand, question mark?
I suppose?
And they're going to quick draw their sword back.
Okay.
And spell strike immediately.
Awesome. Yeah, go for it. So what are you spell striking with?
They're gonna spell strike with electric arm. They're both AoE attacks, so this is gonna be a is gonna be an issue.
I think you can turn off your AoE if you so choose.
Well, they're gonna do that. They're just gonna use one big electric arc on the spider. They're gonna count. You know what? They're gonna count the legs as targets. It is a big ass spider. All right, so it's just a strike, right?
Yep.
Oh, 37.
A 37 is indeed a hit. So that is going to be, roll damage.
Okay, that is 11 damage.
Okay. And now roll me electric arc damage.
Yes, I need a reflex save, please.
Nope, you don't. Thanks to spell strike.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you hit, it does detain.
That's right. I need to get used to Mega still. Damage for that is 22.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a total of 33 damage. You can tell that the giant spider is now injured pretty badly. Which is to say, you probably knocked it down to half health.
Woo!
It is! Is that your turn?
That is their turn, yes.
Okay. It is the giant spider's turn. And the giant spider is quite upset, quite cranky. A lot is going wrong for it. It's going to try to bite into you. Ooh, probably. It's going to try bite into the Triceratops, I think. Because the Triceratops is bigger and this thing is quite stupid.
Be nice to the Triceratops. I thought you liked dinosaurs.
I do!
But the spider does not.
That is proof against it.
The spider does not. That is going to in fact be a nat 20 on his jaw attack against the Triceratops.
Oof.
Meaning that this Triceratops is going to take 64 damage!
No!
Jesus!
Holy shit. Chuji, you did a good thing by distracting it, because that would have been against Masami.
Oh god.
It then is going to need to make a fortitude save, because
Poison.
it's a spider, they got venom. It passes. It would normally pass, but because that was a critical hit, that is going to be a fail, which means that the Triceratops is slowed and poisoned.
Oh god.
So he's going to take an extra 2d6 damage, an extra 7 damage, meaning that he took a total of 71 damage in one turn.
Jeez,
And he is
my
slowed.
God.
Oh, this dinosaur's not having a good day.
Yeah, the Triceratops is badly injured. The giant spider is then going to turn to you, Masami, and hissing, it's going to shoot a web at you again. And that is going to be a 20 against your AC.
That is a crit fail. My
Okay.
AC is 32.
So, as it blasts you with that web, you dodge, and you find yourself in an extremely good position. The giant spider is wide open, and is flat-footed until the end of its next turn. Which is terrible news for me.
Yeah.
Yes, it sure is.
It is then going to try one last time to strike you with its fangs. And that is going to be a 32 to hit, Masami.
That is my AC, so that does hit.
Okay, so it is going to do 20 damage to you as it bites you. And you need to make a fortitude save.
Ooh, great. They're great at these. Exactly as I said, that is a 20.
That is unfortunately a critical failure.
Yup.
So, Masami, you feel a serious, searing amount of pain enter you. You are going to be on stage 2 of the poison immediately. You take 2d6 poison damage, which is 8 damage, and I regret to inform you that you are slowed too. You have 1 action next turn.
Okay.
Not great.
Okay.
Sanku, it is your turn. Oh no, Masami has been poisoned!
Oh no, Masami's been poisoned!
And also there's the giant spider, I guess.
Oh god. Senku kind of looks down and he's like, I don't know what I should be doing right now.
Lolo looks up at you, Sanku, and he says, Sanku, watch out! Masami has been poisoned. You can use your Staff of Healing to help reduce that poison with the Restoration spell. It won't completely end it, but it'll help them. Aside from that, you can continue keeping your Elemental Betrayal active and blasting the Goliath Spider with extra water spells, such as Spout.
Okay, then
He gives you these hints.
Senku's like, thank you. And I think he's going to cast Restoration. on Masami because Masami is within touch, so I can do that.
Okay, yeah. So, Sanku, this time you really do need your staff in your hand. You kind of bop Masami over the back of the head very softly with your staff, and a warm feeling starts to spread through you, Masami. Sanku, will you roll me a nature check?
A nature. Hold on. Let me close that. And then go here. Where are you? There you are. 31.
That does it, okay. So, with Restoration, you reduce Masami's poison by 1 level, bringing them down to slowed 1 instead of slowed 2, which is preferable.
Thank goodness.
And if Masami succeeds on their save at the end of their next turn, they will no longer be poisoned instead of having to worry about this for a while. You have one last action, Sanku. By the way, that is a staff thing. So that is going to use the way that staves work is that you have total of charges equal to your highest spell level, and every time you cast a spell, you reduce the spell's level from your total charges. So that was a level 2 spell, which reduces 2 charges from your 6 total. All right, Sanku, you have 1 action left. What do you do?
Yeah, I think he's just going to keep Elemental the Trail going.
Okay, and you keep waving your staff in the air, that bubble of water over your head, still looking mighty. Chuji, it's your turn. That
turn.
Triceratops is looking terrible. And that spider is looking pretty bad too. What do you do?
Yeah, the Triceratops looks worse than the spider, doesn't it?
Are you going to attack this Triceratops, or are you going to...
No, he's been helping us.
Fair enough.
What Chudi's gonna do is Chudi's going to use Hopping Stride
Okay.
to hop over their friends, just in a straight line. And then they're going to Flurry of Blows the spider. Spider,
Okay.
one of those. That's a 24 and a 40.
Okay, a 24 is a miss. A 40 is a critical hit.
That's crazy.
Which means because you're in Stoke Flame stance,
It sets on fire.
technically it would set him on fire even if he wasn't in Stoke Flame stance because you have the burning rune on your hand wraps.
I do.
But, it's extra on fire.
Yeah. So that's 30 damage.
Holy shit, and he is set on fire.
Yes, he is set on fire.
Very, very good. Okay. The spider roars, it is badly injured, it is on fire, and you do have 1 action left.
I do. If I could punch it again.
Okay. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Is it going to be at third?
Yes, it'll be because for your blows,
Yeah.
they don't count against each other, but they count in total
Okay.
for your
Alright.
multiple attack.
I'm just going to make a third attack.
Okay, go for it.
That's great, actually. That's a fantastic turn of events. I deserve that.
You see,
I rolled
it's
a
not
nat
only
20.
me. It's not only me.
We're just crazy lucky, I guess! What did you roll?
I rolled a nat 20.
Uh-huh.
Not really mad at the number, does it? That's going to be 32 damage.
And,
Extra.
yeah, and you're gonna get a crit card for it.
Yeah.
This is slashing damage, right?
Mhm.
Oh my god, overhand chop! You cut off another one of its legs.
Oh shit.
Christ.
The giant spider roars out in pain, and it is going to take 1d8 persistent bleed damage. This thing is clearly near death.
It's that one scene in JoJo where Dio cuts off Dyer's fucking... Or he cuts Dyer's fucking head in half or something.
God.
Okay, so he takes that, and yeah. I guess.
Vampire chop.
And it is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It is the Triceratops' turn. The Triceratops, is gonna roar. It's going to stomp on you, Chuji, sorry.
Okay.
The betrayal.
You are right there. That's a 25 to hit.
No.
Okay. It is then going to say, fuck this, and run away. It charges off into the jungle. You see Hikari kind of dodge out away as the Triceratops runs away. It'll probably be fine. Maybe.
Maybe.
Masami, it is your turn. You aren't feeling good. You have poison coursing through your veins. You
Yeah.
are slowed 1 as your instincts are kind of numbed, but you do have 2 actions. And this spider is not looking great. What do you do?
They do. They are going to get into Arcane Cascade stance.
Okay, so can you tell me what Arcane Cascade is? Because I don't think we've done it yet.
Nope. So requirement is that my most recent action was to cast a spell or make a spell strike, which I have done. You divert a portion of the spell's magical power and keep it cycling through your body and weapon using specialized forms, breathing, or footwork. While you're in the stance, my melee strikes deal 1 extra damage, and it increases to 2 if I have weapon specialization, and 3 if I have greater weapon specialization.
Which I believe you have weapon specialization?
I
So it'll
believe-
just be doing extra damage of an energy type.
Yep.
And plus, extra damage is always good.
Yep, depending on what school of magic the spell was, it does a specific type of damage.
And you get other things from your Arcane Cascade as well. I believe against flat-footed targets as a Laughing Shadow, you get some special stuff, which stacks horrifyingly with your rogue stuff. So,
Yeah. There's a reason why I chose both of them at once for Masami.
So, just so you know, when you go into your actions on your page, if it says Grants Stance Arcane Cascade, you see those little boxes?
Yes.
You can just drag that onto Masami, and it'll automatically calculate stuff.
Oh.
And you have 1 action left now. What do you do? It is still flat-footed.
Well, they're going to make a strike. Wait, if they're flat-footed and I'm still like... If they're flat-footed, I can still make my sneak attack, right?
That's correct.
Sick, okay. Gonna make a strike then. Ugh, that is a 26.
A 26 would not be a hit.
Yep. Damn it.
If they weren't flat-footed.
Oh.
Its AC is dropped by 2, so it is a hit.
I love being a rogue.
So, roll me damage. It'll do an extra 2 damage, plus sneak attack, plus, I believe Arcane Cascade does something extra. Okay, so while in Arcane stance, or while you're in your Arcane Cascade stance as a Laughing Shadow, you have plus 5 foot bonus to your speed, or a 10 plus foot bonus if you're unarmored. If you have a free hand while in the stance and you're attacking a flat-footed creature, you deal an extra 5 damage.
Oh, sick, okay.
So, do you have a free hand?
They do have a free hand.
Okay, so that's going to be 12 plus 1d6. Roll me that real fast.
Plus 2?
That's okay, that's 14 total. Plus 5.
19 then?
19 total. Plus 2 extra just because you're in Arcane Cascade.
Yep.
Meaning that you did a total of 12, 14, 16, 21, 23 damage.
Yep.
Not too shabby. And now I need you to make me a Fortitude save.
Okay. 25.
Unfortunately, that's not going to do it. Masami, the poison creeps back into you, and you are slowed too. Hopefully, however, that's not going to be really a problem, because it looks like the spider is on its last legs. You're also going to take 2d6 poison damage. That's another 6 damage, Masami. It is now the giant spider's turn. The giant spider is looking bad. Like, real bad.
Yeah.
And it's going to attack because it doesn't know what else to do. It's going to make a strike against you, Chuji. That is a 33 Chuji.
Yeah, that just hits.
Okay, well, it's going to do 30 piercing damage.
Oh.
And make me a fortitude save.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 23.
Okay, unfortunately, you feel that spider venom coming into you. You are slowed and you're going to take 2d6 damage.
Ugh.
That is 4 damage.
Cool.
It is then going to try attack again, this time against you, Masami. And that's a 21.
Crit fail.
I was already picking up the deck. Bad jam. As it lunges for you, Masami, it's still kind of on the building, and as it lunges forward, it actually gets its fangs stuck in the ground, and it lets out a hissing screech. It is going to be clumsy, which reduces its AC, which is not good, and enfeebled, which reduces its attack rolls. Wow, this poor thing. It's going to make one last attack again at you, Masami. That's a 16.
Holy
Fucking
shit.
lol.
Jesus.
Twisted up. As it's kind of pulling itself off the ground, you can see that it is trying to get away, but it's missing 2 legs. It's all twisted over itself. It is now encumbered of all things, which means that it's acting as if it's carrying too much weight.
Holy
Good
shit.
lord. At the end of its turn, it's going to take damage and stuff, maybe. Yep, it continues to bleed and it continues to be on fire, meaning it takes an extra 10 damage.
Oh my god.
Sanku, it is your turn. The enemy spider looks like it is in extremely bad shape. What do you do?
I think he's going to use... he's going to use more elemental betrayal.
Okay.
And then I think he's... It looks like it's, like, close to death. Wait, let me just-
Very, very close to that.
Then I'm gonna cast Spout, I think.
Okay. Okay, so I have to make a reflex save, right?
Yeah.
Well,
There
okay,
Fuck you.
that just about hit. He just outpasses with a 30.
It still does half damage, I think?
It
That's
will still do
damage.
half damage, plus 6 from Elemental Betrayal.
Okay. And then...
So, half of that.
Mm-hmm.
How much damage do you do?
This half of 19, does that round up or down?
It goes round up.
So it's like half of 20. That's 10 damage. Plus 6, so it's still 16.
Okay, well... Sanku, how do you do this?
I think that when the Spout, like, tosses the spider into the air, he makes sure that it just appears right as it's falling, so it, like, splats on the ground.
Okay, and with that, the spider lets out a final dying shriek before collapsing, unmoving, and it is dead. Well done! You've defeated a terrible spider!
Giant enemy spider.
Giant enemy spider.
So, real fast, let's see how the poison is doing for you guys. Shuji, make me another fortitude save.
I would love to.
Let's just see how this rolls out.
That's a 39.
Okay, you're no longer poisoned. You were mildly down with it, but you're fine. You don't take any more damage. Masami, make me another fortitude save.
23.
You're gonna... Yep, you're doing real bad. That's gonna be another 2d6 damage, and Masami, you are paralyzed. As you're sitting there like, oh, fuck, this hurts. You take 7 damage. Make me another fortitude save.
Fucking finally, 36.
Okay, you're good. You reduce your poison by 1 stage, back to stage 2. But you still do take 2d6 damage.
This is gonna take a while.
It will go off on its own in a second. But not before you take some extra damage.
You alright there, Masami?
This is fine.
You fucking good?
No, this is not fine.
No!
Dude!
What did you roll?
Not one.
Okay, as Masami's trying to reply, Masami's mouth just opens and, like, they start to just kind of foam at the mouth a little bit. And then, Masami, you finally fall onto the floor. And the poison wears off after a minute. That's how long it's been. You took another 10 damage.
Wow.
Do you need healing?
No, I think an ice pack will do fine.
Do you need a fucking moment? My god.
Sanku, I think Masami might indeed need that healing. You should use
and-
your life boost hex to heal them up.
Okay, I can already do that, right?
Yep, you have 3 focus points.
Then,
Well, you only have 1 left right now.
That's fine. Sanku is going to use Life Boost.
Okay, so Masami, over the course of a few seconds, as Sanku uses one of his witch hexes, you restore 44 healing, as your wounds just glow a little bit.
Okay.
And you are brought back up to 105 HP. How are you feeling?
I never want to see another spider for the next 5 minutes.
Chuji's looking back at Hikari and they say, hey, what the fuck was the Triceratops thing?
I don't know, dinosaurs?
What the fuck is up with this island?
Well, if you must know, 100 years ago, it was attacked by King Mogaru, the Saurian Kaiju King.
No, I got all that. That was fine. We understood that. What the fuck?
There are other monsters here?
How did...
This is pretty normal for a place called Danger Island.
I fucking guess. Did it trap the Triceratops earlier?
Probably would have, considering it was a size bigger than the Triceratops. Probably went for like
Well, it beat the shit out of it for a
giant ass
while.
lunch.
Yeah.
I will say one thing, Chuji.
Uh-huh.
despite how much you hated that horrible, horrible creature, you do kind of want to harvest its parts.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna do next. So how about those fangs? How about those venomous fangs?
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, Chuji climbs over the spider after being like, give me 1 minute, and tries, like, prying the fangs out of the spider's mouth.
Okay, so let me tell you how this works.
While Chuji's doing that, Masami's getting their karma back.
Yeah, it's gross. This is all nasty. Yeah, Sanku, if you want to spend 10 minutes, you can restore a focus point. Chuji can attempt to rip a part of this monster out and, clean it up, sanctify it, etc. And Masami, you can heal yourself with a medicine check if you choose.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try that.
Okay. So, monster parts. Monster parts is a subsystem which lets you, and technically everyone, but I think you're the one who's most interested, Chuji, gather ingredients from dead monsters to make your own magic items.
Steal.
So basically there are 3 steps in this. First, you slay the monster. Second, you gather ingredients from the monster. And lastly, you imbue items with the monster parts. It is dead easy. The level of the monster will give you a certain amount of gold worth of monster parts. For example, this spider was a level 10 monster, so you got 125 gold worth of spider parts.
Sick.
Right? With me so far?
Yes.
Once you have enough items of a certain type, and you have enough gold worth of that item, you can craft them together to make magic items of certain traits. For example, this was a giant venomous spider, so we're just going to look at poison. And if you get enough monster parts with the poison tag, you might be able to make a magic weapon. Or if you wanted, you could instead look at another trait that this spider had. For example, a special magic item based on the spider's strength, because it had strength as a high score, etc., etc. So you have 125 gold worth of spider parts from this kill. And if you get enough more stuff later, you'll be able to turn it into cool monster weapons made from the bodies of many, many creatures you've killed.
Sick as fuck. Yes.
Okay, cool. So, Chuji, you pull out its fangs and you are now holding them, and life is good.
They turn towards Masami, Sanku, and Hikari probably sees this too, but they put the fangs close to their mouth and they're like, yes, look at me.
Oh my god.
Hikari makes a face at you.
Rah, rah.
Now what are you doing? Did you take that off of the spider?
I did.
More trophies?
Want to test them out for me?
I think I've had my fill on poison, thanks.
Senku, you haven't. And they hop down and they're hopping towards Senku.
No! Tell him to stop!
Chuji, you must stop at once. You're scaring Sanku.
Oh, if you're jealous, just say so. Come here, Lolo.
I have faced far worse opponents in my time. Kavati! He lunges at you.
Oh, shit.
He's biting your head. His fangs are blunt as hell.
Oh, yeah, you keep doing that.
Sorry, what did you roll in your medicine check?
They rolled a 12.
Okay, don't do it.
Yeah.
You put a bandage on and it's there, but it's not really... You don't need bandages for poison.
Nope.
Hikari kind of finally exhales and says, well, if we'd like to continue, we may enter into the building itself once Master Shi has opened the door.
Oh, right. They hop over to that door, and they try to fucking open it again, this time with no webs and giant spiders.
Okay, well, there is webs, but it takes you a few minutes to burn them up with your flaming runes.
Yeah.
Because, like I mentioned, you have bandages around your hands, which do have runes on them, which do let you just light your hands on fire whenever.
Mm-hmm.
And after a second, you are finally able to enter into the building.
Ooh.
Dare you enter?
Trudy does dare.
Yeah.
Huh.
So let me describe this place, because immediately, this place feels... Ooh. Ooh. You don't like it. A series of paintings line the walls of this large chamber, depicting a faceless man undergoing various trials. The man wades through a river, balances atop a tree, and meditates amid a terrible storm. Several small tools and some partially eaten food lie in the room's northern alcove, before a depiction of the faceless man picking a flower among a field of brambles. The western wall features a large pair of wooden doors, and the eastern wall is an open doorway. Those wooden doors are the ones you just walked through, for reference. But there's a pile of stuff here, most notably food, partially eaten, not all of it, fresh.
What the?
And this place seems relatively clean for a temple that's supposedly been abandoned for a century.
Seems alright to me. Chuji keeps walking.
Chuji, this is like, this is like, what? There's like food here and it's fresh. You're just walking past like this is nothing?
I mean, fuck if I trust it. You can eat it if you want.
That's not what I'm saying. Ew! I wouldn't eat half-eaten food that other people ate. I'm saying that there might be people in here.
Yeah, and we're gonna beat the shit out of them so we can get those feathers.
And you stay closer. Oh my goodness.
If you carry piercer charts, that shouldn't be the case.
What?
Is this like not normal?
No, this should be we should... Ugh, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies, I'm sorry. This place should be...
Completely abandoned?
Yes.
Masami's gonna investigate the food then.
Okay, you come closer to the food. How much closer?
They're probably still keeping their distance. I would like to say that they're like maybe a good 10 feet away.
Yeah. So far, it looks just like normal food.
Lolo, you can fly, right?
I can.
Can you like fly over and make sure there's no like traps or anything?
Well, Sanku, if I die, I'll simply return in the morning. I am,
Okay.
after all, a creature of great elemental power, and nothing will keep me, nothing will keep me from you for long. Mmm.
Are you eating
Lolo,
the
are
food?
you?
He fucking that shit up.
Okay, while Lolo's doing
Yeah,
that,
little mama.
Masami's gonna detect magic.
You detect magic, and as you wave your hand around, you don't sense any magical presence.
Alright, nothing magic about the food, I guess.
Damn, little mama, you could sure put it away.
Who the fuck's the freeloader in here? You guys don't check your ruins before you assign groups to them?
I mean, this place was supposed to be abandoned.
I'm sure
the
they
Ruby
checked
Phoenix
it.
herself checked this room.
Yeah, I'm sure they checked it before they started the tournament. I guess there were just people here that they didn't know. That, or another group wandered to our turf.
Companions, over here, beside the food, are some tools.
Oh, Senku carefully walks over.
Okay. That looks like a hammer, some painting supplies, a chisel.
What? Like painting, like, as in, like,
Wall
art
painting.
painting or, like, wall paint?
Wall painting.
Was somebody trying to, like, fix this place to live in?
That's weird.
Excuse me? Please step away from the sandwiches and the stuff.
Who's saying that?
What?
Who are you?
And you see poking a little head out from around the corner. It's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
I'm serious. They're like a foot tall.
Oh my god.
Hi.
So standing very nervously, they've got a hammer in their hand, and they're wielding it like a weapon, but you can see they're shaking a little bit, is a person. With the exception that this person is a foot tall. They appear mostly humanoid. Again, aside from their really, really short size. You can see that it is a little person. They've got dark skin, kind of like big ears, and they're shirtless and have like a little necklace, a cool little hat. It's almost like a beanie, wavy black hair, and some shorts. And they've got their hammer in their hand. It says, "You'll leave this place. What are you doing here?
Are you a participant in the Ruby Phoenix?
Yeah, what the hell are you doing here?
What are you doing here? You're not. What? You're not here to damage the temple or anything, are you?
No.
Dude, we're here to win a tournament.
We were supposed to clear this
yeah.
place out.
His eyes widen immediately, and that nervousness It's gone. As he skips over to you, Masami. He's like, "You're here to clear this place out?"
Yeah, it's what we're here to do.
Oh my! For real?
They look over at Hikaru and they're like, yeah, that's what we were tasked with,
Carrie's
right?
shrugging and shaking her head.
I mean, technically speaking, that's what we were supposed to do for the feather.
The what?
There's feathers here. We're supposed to like collect them. It's a whole like tournament.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
here for a reason? Huh. So
There they
you're
are.
gonna clear this place out. Where are you starting? What's the plan?
Well, hold
Are we
on.
gonna-
We've told you enough. How about you tell us something? What are
Oh,
you doing
you're-
here?
You're so right. I'm so sorry. My name's Amita. It's lovely to meet you all.
Avatar?
Yeah, I'm an Anugobu. Would any of you like to make me a society check? And Senku,
Yes.
you will have a +5 on this roll.
26.
Okay. So, Shuji, you look at this little guy and you've never heard of an Anugobu before. You don't know, you don't care, this guy's a freeloader.
Yeah.
Masami, you get a critical success. And Senku, you get a success. And I think, Senku, your success is mostly you suddenly being very excited. But Masami, you know the most information. So, Senku, when you hear that this little guy is an Anugobu, you jump because you know about Anugobu. You had them back home. Anugobu are they're a creature from Tenga folklore, which is, you know, the people of Minata, like yourself. They are divinely gifted artisans and crafters. They are native to the central islands of Minata. There are countless stories of Anugobus sneaking around Minatan cities to tinker with and improve upon other humanoid structures and architecture. They're kind of like the elves and the shoemaker, except instead of making shoes, it's fixing houses.
I love
They're
that.
little DIY fae.
I'm obsessed with it.
Masami, you know they're not fae. They're just a very uncommon group of people. You are very aware that most Anugobus will look for a masterwork, where like their masterpiece that will bring them from a random nobody to someone who can be renowned as like, that's the person who fixed up this, that's the person who fixed up that. And very quickly with your critical success, you're like, this guy is here to fix up the temple and arrived between the Ruby Phoenix getting here and us getting here. So that's what you all know.
Okay, alright, I see.
Senku already is. He already looks excited before Masami can even talk. And he's like, "Wait, are you those guys that like fix the things?" And it's like really cool. It's like really cool.
His grin, Amatar's grin widens when you call him cool. Yes, that I am. Lovely to meet you. What's your name, friend? He like offers a hand upwards to you.
Senku sort of bends over so he can do that. And he's like, "I'm Senku, the Witch Prince of the Sea, and this is my familiar and also my ancestor Lola." And he shakes his hand.
Hello. Hi, it's lovely. It is lovely. Nice to meet someone who knows knows about our reputation.
I'm pretty sure that they're literally from where he lives, where he's from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're from the same place. I'm from Minata.
Oh wow, very nice. Well, I'm not from Bunmu originally, but it's really nice here. I got here on a little boat and I sailed over and lots of abandoned places, and this one, wow, I can tell that this is going to be the place to fix up. Chuji, you've no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah,
Chuji's like, "What the fuck?"
Chuji actually steps over this person and like kind of like leans down.
And they're like, I think we're losing sight of the problem here. What did you do with those feathers?
Oh, I didn't do anything with them. I left them where they were. Not my problem yet.
Okay.
They actually back off.
I think Masami just kind of sidesteps and goes over next to Chuji and just whispers, like, here's the situation.
Got it.
Yeah, again, like I said, arrived between the Ruby Phoenix getting here and us getting here.
Huh. Well, have fun talking to him. I'm gonna look for those feathers.
Oh, I know where they are.
Where?
You turn around and you're like, where? He hums a bit and says, if memory serves, there were 3 of them, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So, if memory serves, there's one in the prayer room, I think. Then there's another one in the sand chamber. And, yeah, and then the last one is in the meditation tree, I think. Now, I can tell you, I know my way around. I'll happily guide you through. I will say this place is a little risky at times, so you do want to be a little careful.
Right. Chuji looks up to Hikari, and they're like,
This doesn't, like, count towards us or anything, right? We had no control over this.
You are simply using the resources that you have available to you.
Sick!
alright.
Which one's closest?
Well, technically I believe they're all equidistantral. You will need to go through the courtyard, which is a problem.
What's
Is
that?
there something in the courtyard?
Haunted.
Haunted?
It's haunted.
Oh, the whole place is haunted. Really haunted.
All right, that calls for this. Masami takes out. Masami puts away their combat, and just takes out their sword. He goes, "It has ghost touch now. I might as well use it, right?"
Dang it! I should have prepared another spell.
It's alright, Sanku. You'll get it next time.
Yeah, it's fine.
Can Chuji, like, peek out into the courtyard?
Yeah, you can peek out into the courtyard, and, like, now that you're looking out, and you're like, the novelty is worn off, it is really creepy in here.
Ooh.
Like, real creepy. You get, like, shivers. You can see it in the courtyard itself. It's a wide open space, and there are rusted weapons and old bone shards speckling this wide open courtyard's dirt floor. In the center stands a 30-foot tall sculpture of a pagoda, with hundreds of names carved all over its miniature tiers. Open doorways stand in the northern, southern, western, and eastern walls. That's where you're at. Pairs of staircases lead up to each doorway. And you can see, among, like, the bone, weapons, and dirt, lots of patches of dried blood. Something terrible happened here once.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Avatar, how did you get past the ghosts and everything?
I'm very small.
You know what? That's fair.
That's so fucking true.
What? They didn't just look down?
Oh no, they saw me, but not until I was already skipping away into the next room.
Oh.
Okay.
We just have to be fast then.
Maybe? Oh, I mean, if you're intending on clearing out this place, you're gonna need to be careful. I mean, it would do me a lot of good if you got rid of all the monsters, because that means I would be able to work unimpeded. I've only been able to clear out this place here. He kind of points at the very, very clean entry hall. In total fairness, it's nice.
Yeah, the rest of this place does look kind of cruddy.
But with your help, I'll clean this place right up.
Well, we have to clear it anyways, so I'm definitely okay helping you.
Sure, fuck it. Which place first, though?
No, you'll have to go through the courtyard either way, so...
Oh, I know, but maybe we should go north first, since that's a short distance. Either north or south.
Okay. I mean, we could just go north and then around.
Yeah. If the courtyard's dangerous, then we don't want to spend a lot of time in it. And we can just...
I mean, we're probably gonna have to fight ghosts there or something.
Yeah, but...
Either way, if we make it clockwise around, it's a short distance between each entrance. So...
Exactly.
Hikari clears throat and says, as a reminder, this will be where you stay for the next 4 nights.
So it's probably better if we clear it out anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Let's knock it out of the park, okay?
Yep, north first, then we'll go clockwise.
Cool.
Okay. So, are you heading into the courtyard?
Chuji's heading into the courtyard, but with the express intent of hop starting to this location.
Yeah, to the north.
Yeah.
So, like, the thing is, the moment you set foot into the courtyard, a ghostly fog kind of fills the area.
Ah!
And rising from this ghostly fog, you see some things.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
3 ghostly monks
Whoa.
stand up from the darkness. And they all have, like, almost like skin that looks like crumpled paper, white hollow eyes, and expressions that, while neutral, also seem to just fill you with terror because of how furious their eyes look, despite everything. And everyone, real fast, you're gonna roll initiative, like, immediately.
Dice will roll will return after these messages.
You! Yes, you! Have you checked out Dice Roll's Patreon? You gotta! It's got so many cool things that you can get for supporting the show. For $2 a month, you can get your name in the end credits of the show. For $5 a month, you can get ad-free episodes, blooper reels full of goofs and mistakes, and character sheets of all the PCs. For $7 a month, you can vote in merch polls and get sweet discounts. For $10 a month, you can get a character in the show in a recurring role like Tanizaki Hikari or Gig the Goblin. It's not too late to do that, and we've added 30 or so new teams, so seriously, go check that out. And for $20 a month, you can get free t-shirts shipped to your home. All this can be yours if you go to patreon.com/diceroll and help us keep it rolling today. Hiya! Do you want to make a podcast, but you're just not sure where to start? Do what we did and try out Anchor.fm. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. For one thing, it's free. There's also tons of creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. It'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and even some places I've never even heard of. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So yeah, you want to make a show? Go for it. Download the free Anchor app today or go to Anchor.fm to get started.
We now return to Dice Will Roll.
Start that fucking fight. 35.
32.
35 as well.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Unfortunately, the ghosts rolled on that one because they're still kind of pulling themselves out of the mist. I mean, they'll have one last action on their turn. Chuji, you are first in the order. These phantoms are pulling themselves out of the mist and starting to strike towards you. Weapons in hand, they've got like temple swords ready to strike you down. And you get this feeling deep in your heart. They don't speak, but you know what they want you to know. Get out! Shuji, you got 3 actions. What the fuck do you do?
I stopped writing notes. Ooh. I don't have things to fight ghosts.
Yes, you do.
Do I? I have things to fight undead.
You got Ghost Touch.
Did I get Ghost Touch?
Yeah, Tino gave everyone Ghost Touch.
Oh, right! So fucking true. Chuji's gonna punch a fucking ghost. You kidding? That's the logical course of action. Chuji is going to... I think Chuji's actually gonna get into Crane Stance.
Okay, so describe Crane Stance for me.
Crane Stance, it's... You hold your arms up in the imitation of a crane's wings, and it boosts your defense and AC.
So, Chuji, you hop into Crane Stance. That takes 1 action. Your AC is boosted as you kind of like... You're on one leg, your other leg is up, your hands are up, everything is good. You're ready to protect yourself. 2 actions left. What do you do?
Chuji's going to hop over to this one, find like a ghost. Or wait. I think Chuji actually wants to figure out if they'll disappear if they step out of the courtyard.
I'm not sure there's any way for you to figure that out.
Except for getting out of the courtyard.
Yeah.
So they're going to hopping stride over here.
Okay. You do that. And do you do anything else?
I make a mean face at them.
Okay, you make a real mean face at them. Okay. So, Masami, it is your turn. Shuji saw ghosts and just sprinted for the other side and is now no longer in the courtyard. You are not in the courtyard. The ghosts immediately are staring at them, but they're not doing anything else. What do you do?
I think Masami's just gonna follow suit, because if they're gonna fight, they would rather not fight in the spooky ass fucking courtyard. And just in case they can't leave the courtyard, they would rather save it for last.
Okay.
So they are just going to use... Well, they basically use like 2 actions to get to the other side. Just gonna haul ass.
You run. You dart through the dirt, making your way through the fog as the ghosts do start to chase you, but again, as you get up, they don't follow.
Huh. Okay. Good to know.
Sanku, it is your turn. The others are trying to outfox the phantoms. What do you do?
Well... Senku's like, let's go. And he's gonna also go over there?
Okay.
I guess.
Okay, well, go. You sprint through the fog, and again the ghosts raise their swords and continue rushing at you, but the moment you step onto the steps of the northern stairs, they stop running, and they kind of like lower their swords.
Ha!
Sanku goes, why are we not fighting them?
I don't know.
I kind of want to get to the feathers first. Worry about these guys later, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have to deal with something else along with these ghosts. Perhaps a haunt.
Amatar from the other side. Just so you all know, that's not where the feathers are!
Wait, where are they then? What room is this?
That's the kitchen! They're not in the kitchen!
Ah, fuck.
There's like... The kitchen is also haunted! And you guys look over your shoulders like, is it? And you see, real fast, a load of people sitting at the tables? Eating? There's like about 12 people sitting here in the kitchen, or in the refectory, as it were. There's like several wooden tables occupying this dining hall. A wooden door to the north allows entry into the room from the outside, and the open doorway to the west connects to a kitchen, and smaller doorways to the south enter the courtyard, which is where you are. And sitting here, there's about 12 monks, all of whom are very clearly dead, sitting at the tables. And they're just supping away at their stew.
Chuji tiptoes over to the others and is like,
Maybe they won't notice us if we don't make any noise.
Aren't we supposed to be getting rid of them?
I guess.
What do you mean you guess we're supposed to live here for 4 days?
And it's at that point that something pushes past all of you. A couple of other monks. But these ones look angry.
oh,
They look especially angry when they draw swords and start running through the monks here who are eating.
Wait, what?
These people who are happily eating their food are being attacked by other monks, slaughtered at their tables. The tables start to flip and swirl, and you guys are starting to be dragged into a haunt! Everyone! You're all going to roll me initiative.
oh shit. Oof, 23.
27.
Okay, so... the haunt is also going to roll initiative. Haunts, for people at home, are like traps, except sometimes they get initiative orders, and mostly they're ghosts. So that is going to be a 39, so the haunt is going to go first, by quite a margin. And, Sanku, as a reaction when this thing starts, is one of these monks, the ones who are coming in to attack, grabs you by the collar and throws you into the center of the room. Make me a fortitude save.
I rolled a 22.
A 22 is going to be a critical failure. Sanku,
Well, that's unfortunate.
you are yanked into the center of the room, 15 feet away from the others, and thrown against one of the tables. And you're going to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage as you are just thrown down on the floor. And you take 4 damage.
Just 4?
Yep, just 4. You are prone, however, as you are knocked to your feet by this ghost who just basically threw you like you are nothing. Is it still crashing for you guys? It is the haunt's turn, and everyone is going to need to make me a reflex save as it spends an action throwing a flurry of objects all around the room.
31.
Okay.
35.
Okay.
25.
25. So, Chuji, you fail. Masami, you pass. And Sanku, you fail. 3d10 plus 14 bludgeoning damage as the room just smacks the hell out of you. Plates are flying, tables are smashing, and these ghosts are all around doing chaos. You all take 28 bludgeoning damage. And that's all that happens on this turn. Sanku, it is your turn. Lolo gasps, and he's like, Sanku, watch out! It's a haunt! We're not going to be able to just defeat it like we normally do. We need to figure out a plan.
I'll figure out a plan. Is there anything that I can roll to try and figure that out?
Religion or occultism might need to be done.
Oh, my religion, my occultism is actually pretty good. Can I roll occultism and also stand up?
Yeah, you can take an action to stand up.
Yeah, I take an action to stand up while, and the second action while he's doing that is, here.
Okay, so Sanku, you know that to cleanse this place, you're either going to need to say maybe some Iroran prayers, or get someone who's much better at occultism than you to, like, ward off the evil spirits.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you don't think you're good enough at occultism to do it yourself.
Now would be a really good time for a champion of Irori, wouldn't it?
Well,
I miss Tito!
well, I mean, if we could swap places, we could. But unfortunately, this is our turf.
And then I think he's going to use his last action to get over here. He's moving.
You're jumping back to where you started, Sanku, off on the steps outside the room. But unfortunately, that might not be enough to do it, because as this is all happening, you are watching these, like, angry monks who are almost tinged red. Their phantoms slaughtering these innocent monks who are just eating food. You have no idea what's happening. Masami, it is your turn. You have been smacked in the face with, like, 3 plates. Ow. What do you do?
Perfect. Well, their occultism and religion are not great. Like, at all. So I don't think they can do anything.
Unfortunately, sometimes that may be the case.
Alright, so if none of us can really do anything about this haunt, it's better for us to either bail or clear out the ghosts. Suggestions?
It's a haunt, isn't it? Isn't it just gonna come back no matter what?
Unless someone who knows what they're doing takes care of it for us. I don't think any of us really know I don't think any of us know how to do this.
Although, I will say one thing. Perhaps if we figure out what's causing this place to be haunted in the first place, we can lay these poor souls to rest.
Ooh, yeah.
Would that mean going to the pinpoint, or just trying to figure it out by using our fucking eyes?
Uh-uh. I'm just a silly little guy.
Okay.
This conversation is happening as you're, like, dodging more plates and
Yeah.
tables being thrown at you, and these ghost monks are, like, murdering the hell out of each other. I will say, those other ghosts in the mist are still frozen staring at you behind you all.
And Masami is not looking back. Is there a way to figure this kind of thing out? Like, how to prevent the haunt without needing occultism?
I
religion?
think what you would know, Masami, is that the only way to permanently disable a haunt is to put the spirits to rest properly by figuring out why they're upset in the first place, and that requires more investigation.
Shitty is plus 13 occultism.
Juji might be able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Masami turns to Chuchi and goes, okay. You try to see if you can take care of this, and they point back into the room. I'm probably just going to investigate more to see if there's anything we can do to help with this and that. And they point to the 3 angry ghosts.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Alright. And break. And they use their other actions to go to the other side really quickly.
Are you jumping to the doorway to the east or the south of the courtyard? Because the west is where you came from in the first place.
They're gonna go to the east. They don't want to provoke the ghost in the center, like at all.
Okay. You zip zap zap over, and when you enter the mist in the courtyard, it's like playing grandmother's footsteps. They start, like, running towards you, but the second you step on those footsteps, they freeze.
It's kind of fucked.
I will say, Masami, as you're looking at them, you can tell that the ghosts in the courtyard do not look the same as the ghosts who are slaughtering people in the north.
Did they look the same as the ghosts who were just fucking eating their food?
Yeah, they kind of look pretty similar. They're wearing the same kind of garbs.
Take a mental note of that. 'Cause that
Okay.
very much probably pertains to why they are angry TM.
That might be. Shichuji.
Yeah.
Oh god. You don't know how you're gonna ward these guys off, but word a shot. What do you do?
I want to roll occultism to see why the fuck this is going on. Maybe look at the food that they're eating or how the monks are killing each other.
Okay. Well, I think what you can tell is that a group of monks seems to be just ambushing and murdering the shit out of another group.
Do the monks look different?
Yeah, I will say you can tell that the attackers, they've all got, like, beards and, like, gnashing teeth. They look a lot less well-kept.
Okay.
The other ones just look like silly little guys, you know? They're, like, bald, they got those nice robes on. And now they're dead.
Yeah. Okay. So can I roll occultism to see
You can,
what I can
yeah.
figure out? Alright, cool. There you go, wait.
Okay, Chuji, I think you know there's probably no way... You're not good enough, you don't think, to disable this haunt immediately. You don't know, like, any warding techniques for like ghost monks. But what you do know is I think you can figure out the best way to get rid of them permanently.
Yeah.
You're going to guess is by sanctifying this room by having one last good meal here. If you and 2 other people shared a meal in this room and said a prayer to Irori, it would probably dispel the ghosts.
Cool, got it.
But you don't think there's anything you can do for it right now.
Uh-huh.
You have 2 actions left. What do you do?
Chuji's gonna put their hand on Senku's shoulder and be like,
There is nothing we can do right now. Let's go help Masami.
Okay.
Okay, Chuji got 2 actions left. Are you gonna just jump over to Masami?
yeah. They're gonna, they're like, meet you over there. And they hop over to Masami.
Okay. Senku, it's your turn. Oh wait, actually no, it is the room's turn first. I'm sorry. Senku, will you make me a reflex save?
31.
Yeah, easy stuff. Senku, as Chuji delivers this to you, another monk comes up from behind you and tries to clatter you with a table, and you just duck under it and you're fine.
No!
Now, Senku, let's run!
Yeah, then he does that. He runs.
Okay, Senku, it's your turn. You run! As you make your way through the mist, again, those monks are like... The mist monks are like coming towards you and then they stop. And... You can see that the haunt up to the north is still happening, but after a few moments, it dies away. And it doesn't look to be happening again. And you hear Amatar from the other side, off where Hikari. Amatar says, yeah, don't worry about that. It's not going to happen again until the morning. Happens every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Is it 7 p.m. yet? It might happen again tonight.
We'll keep an eye on the time. We'll figure it out.
Hey, Amatar, make sure you save some of that food for us, okay?
The dragon ate it all!
Fuck!
Lola says, I did!
You greedy little shit.
I mean... Wait.
Hey!
Wait, we need food? What are you talking about?
Yeah, so about that. To get the hunt to stop without, like, priest of Irori or something, we're gonna need to have a good meal in there, all 3 of us, and then say a little prayer to Irori to get rid of that for good.
Okay. We have rations on us. Does that count as a good meal?
Good enough to me.
We have been doing this for a while, so I guess.
We'll have some extra. Maybe.
And how will we dispel of these ghosts? Lola points at the ones in the mist, who are again staring directly at you.
Well...
That's for another time.
Well, I did notice that the monks who were just eating their food and minding their own business looked the same as these guys. And from the haunt that we saw, it looked like they were just attacked from nowhere from different looking guys.
Mhm.
So that's...
Are these guys a haunt, though?
I'm not sure if they would be haunts. I don't think they even count as poltergeists. I really don't know.
If they're just ghosts, we can beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, if you'd like to roll a religion check, you can.
Ah, good.
Plus 3.
Plus
Masami does nothing
fucking
about ghosts.
2.
You all look at each other. And you agree that you don't know shit or fuck about ghosts. Like, none of you know anything about ghosts.
Alright, so they are an unknown, and I would rather not beat my head over an unknown enemy for right now. Especially if there is a chance that we can just get rid of them for good and not have to worry about them coming back.
Mhm.
So right now you have your back to a room, which as you kind of glance in, there's a nice big pond in there. It's very nice. Then to the south, there's another room that you haven't entered from where you are either. North room, is a haunted kitchen. West room is the entry. And then there's the courtyard in the middle.
Can we peek inside the room behind us just to see what it's like?
Yeah,
Other than
sure.
the fact that there's a pond.
Well, as you kind of glance in, you can see that it appears to be some sort of reflection pool. A small stone walkway lines the perimeter of this open-air chamber. A sandy area in the center of the atrium surrounds a pond full of dark, dirty water. From the center of the pond rises a small stone structure with a wide, flat top. Large open doorways lead to the north, south, east, and west. There are 2 more doors. 3 more doors, actually. On the other side of the room, there's a door that enters out into another place. To the top and bottom, there are 2 more rooms, and then there's this big pond in the middle.
Chuji's gonna be daring and take a step inside the room.
Okay, Chuji, you step inside the room, and as you do so, you hear Amatar being like, "Yeah, so from where you are, right?
Yeah.
There's one feather to the north room, 1 feather to the south room, right?
Okay.
Okay.
And then if you
Hurry
pass into the big room on the far side, you'll find this big arena, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And to the south, in the south of the big arena, there's another feather.
Okay.
But fair warning, it's all haunted. It is haunts for days. It's a scary place. I don't know why you're crazy about getting feathers. I've only barely escaped each time. So, like, be careful.
Listen, my guy, we need this to advance in a tournament. This is kind of important to all of us. Just give us a second. Masami rubs their temples.
Alright, okay.
Masami rubs their temples and goes, okay, haunts, all ghosts, all things that we don't know anything about.
Well, we're gonna learn, so let's go ahead and get one.
I guess we're going to the north room then.
Okay, so Chuji, you're just waltzing on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can do that. One thing, Senku. As you turn and look over your shoulder into the courtyard, the ghosts in the mist are gone.
Squints.
Chuji, what? You've headed into the north room, right?
Yeah, what's in here?
So, prayer and meditation aids fill the chamber, including rows of candles, dozens of bells, and multiple singing bowls, many of which are scattered haphazardly across the floor. A single silver feather lies among the detritus. The room can be entered and exited only through the hallway to the south, where you are. This looks like it was a place that was once made to offer prayers and songs to Irori. But, there is one thing. There's a woman in here.
Okay. Alright.
She's sitting in lotus pose in the middle of the rubble. Her hair covers her face, but she's clearly an old woman. She's just sitting there. And she's got her hands cupped into like a ball in front of her. Like she's holding an invisible sphere.
Chuji looks at Masami, back at the lady. Back at Masami, back at the lady.
Each time you look, you notice something has changed.
What?
She is charging something in her hand.
Chuji stops looking away at her?
Yeah, she's charging something in her hand. She stands up real slow. And she's got a huge ball of crackling key in her hand. And she looks up with white eyes, grits her teeth, pulls that key ball back, and unleashes a key storm! Everyone, you're all going to need to make me a reflex save!
Okay.
Ooh, 28.
25.
36.
Okay. So, at 28, at 25, and a 36. Everyone fails. Sanku, you crit fail, unfortunately. As
Of course.
6d10 plus 6 plus 30 force and electricity damage explodes from her hands into all of you. And it's like she is unleashing total hell on you all. A whole storm of energy blasts from her, and you see her gritting her teeth as she expels her life force into you all, and she holds it, keeps blasting, and as you're all in agony, you see those attacking monks with the beards and the bared teeth running into this room and being evaporated by this attack. Everyone takes half damage. Sanku, you're going to take double. That is going to be 103 damage. Sanku, you're immediately KO'd by this attack.
What?
As all of you take that damage, you see her holding that pose. And as the smoke clears, you see it's just her skeleton now. And she falls to pieces. Whatever that attack was, it was enough to kill her. And the room is quiet again. Sanku is on the floor, KO.
Senku, fuck.
Masami is... Chuji, you turn, you see Masami's also barely holding on.
Oh my god.
Chuji gets on the floor and starts doing medicine on Senku, like, immediately.
Okay, make me a medicine roll.
Thank god I took expert in this. Fuck. 28?
28, that is going to be a pass, yeah. You restore Sanku's HP by 2d8 plus 10.
That's 18.
Sanku, you got 18 HP back. As you cough and you wheeze.
What the hell was that?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Senku bonks himself in the head and casts heal with his own staff, like he's like laying on the floor, and he just taps it on his head.
What level heal spell are you casting?
Well, I am currently near death, so I think the highest one that I can cast.
Okay, that'll take you 3
Probably.
charges, leaving you with 1 left on your staff.
That's fine.
And I'll restore HP for you. Okay, and that's 36 HP back, Sanku. So, Masami, you're also in a terrible state. That hurt.
Yeah, so, cool thing. The only healing that she has available to her is her Aeon Stone, which is the level 1 heal spell.
Real fast, your Aeon Stone doesn't float around your head, does it? You've got it on a piece of jewelry, I think?
They have it floating around their hand.
Okay, cool.
Chuji's gonna go to medicine Masami too, because they're also worried about Masami. Can I do that?
Yeah, for sure.
Sick.
You taking 10 minutes to do so?
Yeah. Can I trade you my little funny hero point card for that?
Yeah, I think you don't want to roll that one on the medicine check, because doing so will actively hurt them.
Yeah, I
And
think I'll
Masami
give
has
up
like
that.
20 HP left.
I'll give that up. I'll give that shit up. Well,
Okay, that'll do it. 2d8 plus 10 HP.
it's an extra 22 for you.
Thank you.
I think Sanku looks at the others and is like, why don't we stop for a little bit so that I can heal everybody?
Yeah.
It'll just take a little bit of time, but I can do that.
Well, it's safe in here now that she's fucking dead.
Yeah, that was insane.
What was that, even?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Looks like a last stand.
She keeps striking the fuck out of us.
It wasn't just us.
Hmm.
We activated a hunt. She was aiming at their attackers.
Scary stuff. Well, I'm sure we're safe here, so let's rest.
Yeah, let's do
we
that.
can take a bit.
Yeah, you guys have taken 20 minutes so far. It took 10 minutes to rouse Sanku, and you then another 10 minutes to heal Masami. So Sanku, you definitely have your focus point back. You spent 3 today, so you can only recharge 1 at the moment. There are feats that let you recharge more later, but right now you can only recharge 1 focus point.
Oh.
So every
That's
10
fine.
minutes you restore another focus point.
Can I also recharge mine, please?
You can recharge yours for sure. You'll only have 1 point available rather than your max amount.
Yeah.
Because once you spent a couple, you don't like get them all back.
Yeah. I mean, I only get 1 focus point anyway, so.
Oh, cool. Well, Sanku, do you life boost someone?
Yeah, I think he's going to life boost Masami first.
Okay. So that's 44 HP for you, Masami.
Thank goodness.
And then himself.
Sanku, you spend another 10 minutes kind of like waving your staff around and like focusing on the wild ways of the world. And you restore another 44 HP. You're basically good. Masami, you're pretty good too. Do you want to spend another 10 minutes to get Chuji up?
Yeah.
Okay. So you spend about 40 minutes healing everyone. And Chuji looks still a little hurt. You could probably spend one last 10 minutes, buffing him up.
Mm-hmm.
Chuji, you are restored basically to full health. Everyone's basically to full health now. You spent some time. You're doing good. And you basically spent an hour.
Okay.
Hey. What's that?
Hey, yeah, weird thing. As Chuji, you're catching your breath, like, okay. You stand up. You turn and look over your shoulder. And the abbot is there. And she's charging a ball of energy in her hands.
Oh, this.
Yeah, no,
This
that's...
song
You all
dance
have
again.
3 actions! You all have 3 actions to do something before you're all blasted because she's charging up another attack.
You're fucking kidding me right now.
Sanku, you first. You got 3 actions. What do you do?
Senku, I have no idea what I can do other than just run away.
Might be a good idea.
Senku's like, no thank you. I'm gonna be behind this corner over here. And he runs over and he goes and he hides behind the corner so that he is just out of reach of that shit.
Masami, it is your turn. She is standing up now, charging this ball of ki in her hands.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. They're gonna duck into the corner.
Okay, you're going over with Sanku?
Yeah, they're just gonna go behind the other corner like, no, I'm good actually, thank you, but no.
Okay. Chuji, she's charging up a key storm!
Does she look like she could turn?
Turn what?
Just like turn around or like aim that specifically. If it's a haunt, then she's gonna do it the same way every time, right?
Yes.
Chuji's gonna run over here.
Okay, you're gonna run into the back of the room? Behind her?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chuji, you actually get an excellent view of what happens next. As she's charging up this ball, you see several attackers, those wild-eyed monks, charge into the room, swords ready to slay her. And she channels all of her life force into a powerful attack and wipes them out. They are turned to dust in the air. As she unloads an entire storm of ki into all of them. And Sanku and Masami, you two outside, see the blast come out of the room, and you are unhurt. Chuji, because you're behind her, you are unhurt.
Huh.
And just like that, she turns to bones and collapses on the floor.
Where's the feather in the room?
Oh yeah, good point, lol. It's like it's where she was standing. You guys didn't really take it before when you were like, you know, patching up, taking care of each other. But yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah, Chuji digs through that and takes the fucking feather and they just walk out of there. They're not going back in. Alright, so that's gonna happen every hour. And they take out the feather and move it around. But we don't need to go back in there anymore.
Well done, Chuji! You've procured our first silver feather!
Thank you, I know.
Now what shall we do with it? It seems, just like a normal feather to us.
I can keep it around my waist. It kind of blends in with my other talismans.
Weren't we told we were going to get a necklace or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not until we get all three, right?
Perhaps.
I could still keep it there for now.
Indeed. Well done, Chuji. Sanku, you could stand to learn a lot from Chuji as far as putting things on your belt goes.
What?
Are you telling Sanku to collect trophies?
Well, it's always good to have a hobby.
That's my thing.
I don't need Chuji's hobby. My hobby is being cute and magic.
So true. Now, companions, where are we headed next? We've procured one, but we need more.
Well, there's one all the way down here. And they point to the south? Question mark?
Yeah, that
Yes.
is the south.
It is the south, my king.
And then there's one down there also to the south, but farther away.
Why don't we go just south first?
Alright.
Chuji hops on the rock in the lake, and then on the flat thing on the lake, and then over to the other side.
Okay.
Just because I think that's funny.
Masami walks.
Literally.
Do you move into the next room?
Yes. Can we
All right.
perceive it first?
Oh yeah, well you can look from the outside. This large chamber is relatively empty save for the piles of colourful sand all about the floor and a few small tools scattered in the room's corners. A silver feather sticks out of a pile of red sand.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Huh? Chuji walks in,
Okay,
carefully.
so far so good.
So far, so good.
You're standing on the edge of the sand.
Yeah.
What now?
Can they bend over and, like, touch the sand with their hands?
Yeah, you do that, it's sand.
Cool. They walk on the sand.
Okay, the moment you walk on the sand, something happens.
Fuck!
The sand whips and starts to swirl around you. And as it starts to like whip at your skin, Chuji, coming up from the sand, comes a monk who seems to be made entirely out of sand. They crack their fists together and start walking towards you, hissing slightly. Everyone,
Whoa!
we're gonna roll initiative again.
Alright, 24.
33.
30.
Okay, so top of the order is unfortunately going to be the living sand monk.
That's great.
So Chuji, you find yourself first off, the wind is violently buffeting at you, and it's going to you're going to need to make me a reflex save as the sand like slashes into your skin from all angles.
32.
A 32 is not going to cut it. You are going to take 6d10 plus 30 slashing damage.
Get my ass kicked this campaign.
That's
I don't think I've
64
saved
damage.
any reflex or any save.
The worst part is that you have Path to Perfection, so if you succeeded, they would all be critical successes.
But I can't fucking succeed because I can't roll over a fucking 10.
You take 64 slashing damage as the sand gnarls at you from all angles. And then the monk, he's gonna rush up to you, right? And he is immediately going to just deck you in the face. So he sends one action running up to you and one action punching you. And that is going to be a 35 to hit.
35 hits.
Okay, that is going to be 16 damage.
Alright.
And he's going to try again on his last action. Punch, punch, punch. That's a 22 to hit.
That's not a hit. It's almost a crit fail.
Not quite. Okay, next in the order, Masami. Masami got... Oh, damn it. Sand.
Okay, well, it's not ghosts, it's not spiders. Sand seems manageable. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the sand monk probably doesn't have a mind.
You could roll Arcana or Nature.
Well, they're better at Arcana.
Find out.
Definitely better at Arcana.
It would take an action to know, though.
That's fine, they're gonna be casting a spell anyway.
Okay, Masami, you can tell that this isn't a ghost, you're right. This is an elemental.
Oh.
Probably one that is highly invigorated by the phantasmal energy here, and that's why it's taking on the shape it is, but this is actually a sand sentry. An elemental from the plane of Earth who, you suppose their body is just being whipped to look like a monk by the powerful emotions here.
I see.
It probably just liked the sand.
Cool. My question is, can it feel fear?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's all I need to know. So I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
Mirror Malefactors.
Okay, what's that do?
So to the people who have watched the first arc of Naruto, this is for you. You completely surround a large or smaller creature in a shimmering ring of illusory mirrors that follows it as it moves, even when the creature moves outside the range of the spell. These mirrors reflect the target, though if the target has no reflection, like a vampire, it's unaffected by the spell. As long as the target is surrounded by mirrors, it's frightened 1 and can't reduce its frightened value.
Oh my god.
When you cast a spell, the reflections leap from the mirrors and attack the target, dealing 7d8 mental damage with a basic will save.
Oh my god!
On subsequent turns, this spell repeats the first time you sustain the spell that turn. If the target succeeds any will save it attempts against mirror malefactors, the illusory mirrors shatter and the spell ends.
So what happens if I crit fail?
I would assume that it is double damage.
Oh dear. So I did just crit fail against the mirror malefactors.
Well. It doesn't have anything about, like, it being a crit fail for it to increase frighten, so I believe it's most likely just double damage.
Okay, cool. That's fun. So roll me that damage real fast. Good lord.
That is 43 damage and double that.
It's dead. You kill it.
You know what? It was this OP in the show. It was that OP in the show, okay?
Masami, how does this look? Describe me how this looks.
So I think what happens is that they do a kind of, they do a hand sign. And there are just, like, mirrors that show up in a sort of, like, I would say octagonal way. Surrounding the elemental. And also above the elemental, so that way it's like a mirror dome.
Okay.
And there's just a shadow there. I like to imagine that there is a laughing shadow reflection that hits the target to and from the mirrors, sort of like bouncing between one and the other. And I guess when it dies, the spell wears off, and Masami just looks up and goes, "Oh, problem solved."
Yeah, Chuji, the sandstorm immediately dies down as well. So, problem solved?
What the fuck?
Listen, that... I could have saved that for, like, something stronger, but considering what we went through back there, and they point to the prayer room, they say, yeah, not gonna happen. I would rather just use it. I have stronger spells.
I mean, I'm happy you used it, but like, what the fuck? I tested it before I stepped on it. This place fucking blows.
It was probably doing that on purpose. If maybe it was like wait, or like waiting for you.
Should you raspberries at the sand?
Oh, you are.
I don't think that elemental's coming back.
Alright, where's the fucking feather?
The silver feather does. Yeah, it's like, it's in the sand.
Ugh. Chuji proceeds to dig through the sand like an animal.
Oh, hey, Chuji, that's fucking wild.
What?
Your hand touches something solid.
Hey, what's that?
Oh, it's a gemstone of some kind.
Ooh!
I have uncovered a symbol on the map that you guys didn't see, and if you double-click it, you will find an unusual object within.
Ooh.
An item that you have not identified, because I can actually say you don't know what this is. You probably need to roll to figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, can I roll to figure it out?
Yeah, sure. You can roll me Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion.
Is this a public roll or blind?
Private, please.
Blind. Got it.
Okay, I think all of you do know what this is. This is an elemental gem.
Ooh!
So, an elemental gem is a special type of gemstone. This one is a solid orange, and you know that if you shout the name of an elemental lord and dash this glassy gem against a hard surface, it cracks open and casts a summon elemental spell to summon forth an elemental that you control. This particular one will bring you, if you smash it, will bring you a living landslide.
Ooh.
So who wants it? Who wants this elemental gem?
Fine, keepers.
Yeah, Chuji, you keeping it?
Yeah, Chuji finds it and they immediately go, I found it first!
I mean, you are the one with the trophy, so I guess it stands to reason.
Hell yeah.
You could just drag and drop that onto your sheet, Chuji.
Sick. I think I will. Yeah, it probably goes in equipment, right?
It'll automatically sort.
Oh, okay, cool. Goes in consumables. Thought so.
So,
So
you
sure.
have a cool Earth Elemental gem. Pretty cool.
Yes.
And with that,
Pretty cool.
you have 2 feathers and 1 gemstone. You're doing pretty good, all things considered. You haven't really cleared out all the ghosts, but yeah, you'll probably be fine.
We're doing great, Chuji says at half health. Or half health.
We could like wait another 10 minutes. I could heal you.
Is he gonna come back?
We could just go into this room over here.
Okay.
He points back at the little pond room.
I'll just down a potion on the way, it's alright.
Are you sure?
No.
What does that mean?
I don't know, Sanku. Sometimes that Chuji, they confuse and disturb me.
Masami, do you need
I mean,
Okay, Chuji,
I've
you
got
are
that sorted.
Yeah, Chuji, you're rushing ahead. You are badly injured, but are you drinking a potion or are you just fucking off?
They're bandaging themselves along the way.
Well, do you want to make a medicine check? It would take you 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So you are ignoring Sanku's offer to heal you. I mean, it works. You take 2d8 plus 10 healing, I guess. You'd get 44 if you let Sanku help you.
They have pride about it.
Roll 2d8 plus 10. Wow. 17 healing.
Wow.
Not as much as 44.
You're so right there.
Oh. Sanku's like, Lola, watch this. And he casts it on him from further away.
Can I roll to see if Chuji notices? I want them to fail this.
You could make a fortitude save against it. You will notice. You'll feel the thing happening.
No, I don't want them to notice.
Okay, you know what?
I think it'd be funny if they just got healed and they
Okay.
didn't realize it, and they're like, aha, see, my
Oh my
bench is
god,
doing
okay.
Oh my
So I want
God.
you, Chuji, to make me a perception check against Sanku's spell DC.
Okay. Damn it, 34.
Okay. Chuji, you notice, but it's not until you've already healed 44 healing. Bringing you almost back to max.
They go a little blue in the face, and they're like, okay, whatever, thanks.
You
Are welcome! I love peace and love on the planet of Galarian.
I'm obsessed with him.
Stop.
As you are moving
I
into
hate him.
the room that was on the far side, you come into a training space. Stray leaves and twigs dot the sandpit in the center of this oval open-air area. Halls lead north and south. An open doorway to the west looks out on a small pond, that's where you are, while to the east is a large shrine standing beneath the statue of an old man.
What's that over there?
I can see Chuji is using the foundry point tool to point like crazy at a chest which seems to be at the feet of the old man at the shrine. It seems to be a shrine, Chuji. I don't know what you want me to say.
There's a fucking
Yeah.
chest.
And sometimes people leave offerings at the shrine.
I'm gonna get mega cursed if I take from that. Never mind.
There might be nice things inside.
Fuck you. Don't be Chuji's intrusive thoughts.
This is the internal monologue. I'm gonna get cursed. Yeah, but what if?
Be cool shit in there. Alright. I think if we step into this courtyard, it might be the same as the last one.
Most likely.
So what if we just run down? Right?
That's worked for us so far.
There's definitely gonna be
sure.
ghosts or something that we can't escape the moment that we set foot into that.
There's gonna be like some sort of gladiator death match in there. I swear. Swear to Sukiyo.
Oh boy, a leaf! Lolo says, flying in.
Oh, okay.
Lolo lands in the courtyard and eats a leaf. And you guys see fucking nothing happen.
Oh, cool. It should be fine then.
I love leaves!
You sure do, old man.
It's like seaweed, but not in the sea.
They're definitely not alike.
Not alike, but whatever floats your boat. Lolo.
I love boats.
Whatever floats your flute.
As Chuji, as you stomp into the arena, absolutely nothing is happening.
Sick. No, they keep going.
Where are you headed? Because there is a doorway to the north, which appears to lead into some kind of garden. The doorway to the south, which leads into a tree room, and of course, the treasure.
They're gonna go into the tree room because that's where one of the feathers is.
Yep, Amatar said that was.
I'm taking
the case.
notes.
Okay,
I'm taking good notes.
Are you all headed down into the tree room?
Yep, and all the while Masami's looking
Arachnid.
around like, why is this the only one that isn't touched? Is it because there were no... was it because there's no fighting in here?
Maybe. I mean, it is a shrine.
Although you've got to stop getting distracted by leaves.
What was that?
You've got to stop.
What?
Senku picks him up by the horn. He's like, stop getting distracted by leaves!
You move into the next room, and Alolo's lazy eyes float in. It's like, oh, leaves! Because this
goodness.
room is a meditation tree. A large and colorful eucalyptus tree stands at the center of this chamber, reaching towards the sky through a square window in the ceiling. An old skeleton lies slumped against the base of the tree, bones spotted with fallen peels of multicolored bark. Amid the bark lies a single silver feather.
Well, Chuji goes to grab the feather.
Chuji, you go to grab the feather. And as you do so, you feel a cold rush come through the room. As something manifests. A woman. In a way, she's beautiful. Or maybe she was once, before she died. Her skin is a pale green, her eyes white and empty. Her hair is long and greasy and once must have been beautiful. She stands up before you and she points Chuji at you and says, "You! Please! Forgive me!" This episode of Dice Will Roll would not have been possible without the support of our patrons. Sarissa, Ferric Falcon, Luis Loza, Fawn Sims, Alexander Criswell, Meg Cohen, Skyly, Blurst Hellion, Kendra West, Ren, Genuinely Tricked, Transgirl Trish, Zurenwald, Bal Punyan, Johnny the Catman, Matthew Wilson Krasnovich, Tillen Shark, Fearin, Glitch HD, Jace Snooks, Zenith Drums, Josh Heathcote, Torbjorn, Introduction, Sophia Valera, G. Barbera, Luke, Gideon, Sarah B, Seth, Ravona Darkblow, Dolore, Kira, Lichelo, Gizmo, Matthew, Cass, Fable McElduff, Ava, Rem T. Bright, Lonesome Chunk, Steph, Sean C, Natasha Lumley, Rhiannon C, Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, Caden Kendrick, Triceratops, Grey Kitsune, Anna Maria, Roxy, Jordan, Cynical Spinstress, Emily Laderna, John the Book Hoarder, SS66 Seeker, and Dame Valerie the Turd. Special thanks to Anna Maria for her Patreon character Tanizaki Hikari this episode. If you want to see what you can get for helping us keep it rolling, check out patreon.com/dicewillroll.